My name is Jamison, and welcome to Jamison Corner. Hey guys, welcome to Jamison Corner. This is the show that is all things lo-fi, chill hop, jazz hop, just instrumental hip hop. This is the place to be. The first topic I want to talk about is a dedication to women's Spotify playlist. I found it on Courtney Hawkins' Instagram. She's an awesome producer. Go check her out. I'll put a link in the description below and the Spotify link below. But what it is it's about a 2-3 hour playlist with featuring awesome women producers and beat makers. And it came at a perfect time for me because I felt like the instrumental world that I'm in, the lo-fi, it's male dominated, and I don't see a lot of pushing and bigging up for women producers and beat makers. But I also felt like, you know what, I'm not as educated as I need to be with producers and beat makers out there. This is a perfect playlist. I'm glad that Courtney shared it because I kind of felt like I have been misrepresenting women in this space, and here's an opportunity. I'm gonna add some to my playlist. I have a playlist called Morning Lo-Fi. You can check it out, and I'm gonna add some of that stuff in there. So please check that out. Next thing I want to talk about is albums that I've been listening to, and there's two from this community that I've really been digging that came out recently. Both Chillhop artists. The first one is Philanthrope. His album, Cabin in the Woods, I think is a great album. It's very chill, it's very lush, it's very minimal. And that's something I really like. When I listen to this album, especially the song Serendipity, check that song out. What I love about it is the fact that it's so bare, it's naked, you know, it's literally a bass guitar, couple guitars mixed in, and the beat, and it just goes, and it's just nice and chill, guitars intertwine, and then it just kind of ends with, you know, this filtered guitar pairing, and then it ends. But what I liked about it was like the simplicity and the fact that it wasn't convoluted with a whole bunch of elements, that it just made it for an easy listen. And I feel like the rest of the record is that. There's particular moods and they just stay simple, and it never gets too dynamic. It never becomes too much that you don't know where to listen or what to focus on. There is just, I feel like it's an organic, simplistic, relaxing listen, and which has inspired me to do the same in some of my upcoming music as well. So please check out that album, Philanthrope, Cabin in the Woods. Kind of on the flip side of that, Nymano, another chill hop artist, came out with his album called Mirage. And I really think the name, and also if you check out the title, the album art, it really has this mysterious vibe and feel to the album, is which I liked. It's a bit darker. There's more pianos, less guitar work on there, some vocal samples, a lot of collaboration with other artists on the album. But what I like is it's moody, it's pretty, so it's not like it's really dissonant, or there's a lot of, you know, dissonant chords or diminished chords or anything like that. It's just really pretty, but it's dark, it's moody, it's warm. And that's something that I like about it. I haven't really listened to him before, I've heard of him, but with this album I decided to give it a try, and I really like just how it's moody, it's almost kind of cold, it's like icy. I think definitely with the fall weather and the winter, it's perfect for those like warm nights if you're sitting by a fire, or, you know, just relaxing on a cold day and staying warm. You got your hoodie on, you got a coat on, and you're just relaxing. I think this particular album, Mirage, is perfect for that. So I recommend that album. So please check out those albums. And hey, if you have any recommendations, please let me know in the comments. Leave them if you're interested in possibly being a part of my playlist, Spotify playlist. Put some recommendations down in the comments below. Now I want to talk about production. I'm an artist myself, and I produce my own music, and I master my own music, and I've been working on a new EP that's coming out this Friday. It's called Taking a Break. It has 4 songs on it, and my production style with this particular EP was just to use my gut. And what I mean by that was I listened to the songs for what they were, and I only made certain cuts, certain EQ cuts or boosting that I felt was necessary for the song. I only added some elements that I felt were necessary for the song. I didn't put too much into it because it was my gut feeling making this record that I didn't want to do too much. I didn't want to stuff it with a whole ton of elements. I didn't want to have a whole ton of compression on every element to make it feel squeezed or anything. I wanted it to just be more organic. I wanted it to sound like, every instrument that I was playing, you could hear it. You could hear the guitar buzz, you can hear the scrapes, you can hear the flubs, you can hear the bass. You can just hear all the elements. There's a breath of fresh air. It's very airy, it's light. And I think the reason why that happened was because I decided to go with my gut. If something didn't need compression, I didn't use it. If I didn't want to EQ it crazy, I didn't. I just balanced and mixed it, the levels, to the point that I thought it was good, and let it go. And even if I go back to it a month later and say, the kick was too high in this song, the snare was too low in this, it's okay. It doesn't have to be 100% perfect. I think the moral of this little story is just go with your gut. If you feel like you've achieved the sounds and the production that you've created on your song, go with it. There isn't a right or wrong way to produce, and don't feel like you have to have some standard that if it's not that, then it's not good enough. Because believe me, it is. If you have confidence in your music and your production style and how you create, that will show in your music, and listeners will appreciate that. And I think that's the most important thing that I've learned, and hopefully you can take that and use that into your production ways. And that's it. This is the first episode of Jamison Corner. Hopefully you liked it. I just want to have a platform to give people who are fans of this genre and this community a chance to, just get some news on it. Find out what some good releases are, find out some production tips, find out what I'm doing as myself being an artist, just in the world of lo-fi, jazz hop, chill hop, whatever you may call it, instrumental hip hop. Just want to give a space for people who can come and want to get some news in a quick bites. All right, guys, my name is Jamison. Thank you, and I'll see you next week. Peace.